You ever look at someone's art and just go, how the hell did they get that skin to look so real? I used to think it was some magic pencil trick until I figured out the real thing most people don't talk about: skin texture. In this video, I am showing you how I draw realistic skin, not just smooth blending, but those tiny pores, the rough parts, all the stuff that makes skin actually look like, well, skin. It's not hard, but you've got to know what to look for and how to control your shading. Coming up. So here is how it goes. First off, we shade the base layer, and to do that, you simply dab your makeup brush on the charcoal powder. Yeah, makeup brush, don't overthink it. Remove the excess and lightly shade over the sketch. Now listen, this one isn't supposed to be perfect. It's not the Mona Lisa yet, but you still gotta shade with a little bit of intention, not just randomly coloring like a frustrated toddler. I'm talking about going from dark to light gradually, not aggressively. A quick tip while shading: don't hold your breath like you are diffusing a bomb. Relax your wrist, let it glide. If it looks blotchy, you are probably rushing. Once we are done laying down that dusty foundation, we blend very lightly. Tissue paper or cotton wool only, not your sleeve, not your bed sheet. Light pressure, smooth moves. And now you would think it's time to start adding textures, right? Wrong. Big fat wrong. Here is shading rule 101. Never detail too early. In fact, don't detail at all until you have shaded enough to make Michelangelo nod in approval. Now, I don't know if that rule exists in any art textbook. Probably not. But in this studio, yeah, it's gospel. You want to make sure that the depths are depthing, the shadows are shadowing, and the vibe is vibing. So we go over it again. Second layer. This time with more finesse. You're not just darkening stuff for fun. You are sculpting with charcoal. At this point, the curves should be curving, the shadows melting into the paper like butter on hot bread. Midtones smooth enough to make your blending stump feel unemployed. Now, once this second layer is locked in, it's time to detail the hell out of this. Oh gosh, I hate myself. So yeah, grab your medium charcoal pencil, and this is where things get technical. You are gonna draw circles. Okay, not really circles. I was trying to sound smart. What you are really drawing here are random skin texture patterns. Now, if you take a good look at the reference photo, and I mean zoom in like you are inspecting a banknote, you will see the skin pores aren't loyal to one shape. Some are tiny lines, some look like pin-sized dents, some are like short spikes, some curve like they are avoiding their ex. The point is, don't marry one pattern. Treat it like buffet. Add what fits. A quick detailing tip: don't aim for robotic precision. Human skin isn't perfect. Some pores will be uneven. Let it happen. Embrace the chaos, but strategically. Moving on now, blend, but gently. Once you are done placing all those microscopic chaos dots, it's time to tune them down, because right now they probably look like someone got freckles in 4K. To do that, I grab a cotton ball, aka ear cleaner. Yes, it's finally living up to its potential, and lightly blend over the skin texture. Notice I said lightly. This ain't laundry. If you press too hard, you will erase the entire existence of your pores. What we want is to soften the impact so the details sink into the skin naturally. That way, it doesn't start looking like your subject has blackheads or chicken paws. But why is this stage critical? Well, these tiny details, they are not just decoration, they are the foundation of realism. They create depth, they fool the eye, and they give that "did you print this?" comment we all love to hear. And here's the kicker: these early skin textures, they become the shadows underneath your final textured highlights. So when we start popping out those glowing pores later, they will serve as their base. Like, imagine building a mansion without laying the blocks. Yeah, your details would float like ghosts. Alright, do this. Like and subscribe to book a seat for my next video, because here at Some Legendary Arts, we help beginners keep some beginner mistakes and learn how to draw really fast. Also, sip water, stretch your back. We are only halfway through the paint, because next up, we are gonna highlight those pores and make them glow. And that, my friend, is where the artwork goes from from damn, that's good, to what in the name of Photoshop is this? Now this part is where things start to pop, literally. After tuning down those shadows, it's time to bring this skin to life. I'm using a mono 0 eraser here, and bro, this tool is like a sniper for highlights. It doesn't just erase, it shapes light. So here's what I do. I go in and start picking out tiny highlights around the skin pores, not just on them, but around the ridges and curves where light naturally hits. Think of it like bouncing light off a textured wall. You're not just drawing white dots, you are giving those pores a glow, like they are catching ambient light from the environment. Now pay attention to the pattern again. This isn't the time to freestyle. I follow the flow of the pores I shaded earlier. If they're curved, my highlights curve. If they are packed tight in some areas, I keep the highlights subtle and spaced. But where the skin opens up a bit, especially around the upper cheek closer to the nose, that's where I press a little more to carve those reflective textures. Also, control is everything. I don't press hard, just enough to leave the graphite and charcoal gently, not to fully erase the tone, but to make it look like natural oil shine or diffuse daylight hitting the cheek. This step is what takes the drawing from nice shading to wait, is this a photo? It's small, it's subtle, but this is where the realism kicks people in the face. Now while I finish cleaning up the pores and adding those subtle edge lights, let me hit you with a quick tip that most artists never talk about. If you want your skin textures to actually look like skin and not just speckled paper, step back literally. Every few minutes, I push the drawing away from me or I flip it upside down. Why? Because your brains get too familiar. You stop seeing mistakes, but the second you break that pattern, you start noticing, wait, this highlight is too sharp. Yo, this area is too smooth. No pause there. Boom, you catch it. That's how you level up fast. Also, don't overblend. Some people be blending like they are trying to iron the paper. Chill. Let the texture breathe. Let some charcoal misbehave. That's how real skin is. Imperfect. Now, if you've gotten this far and haven't subscribed yet, my bro, my sis, you are just hurting your own talent at this point. Or maybe not, but you see this video, we are only just getting started. Subscribe now, and the next video that appears on your screen, oh my god, it's even better than this one. I'm talking deeper shadows, tricks, and a subject that will blow your mind. So yeah, watch that, and I will see you in the next video. But wait, take a chill pill, relax, grab your popcorn, because the moment you've all been waiting for is here. The review.